Hi everyone, welcome back to Fight to Inhale. I know I didn't post anything Wednesday or Thursday, bit of a whirlwind couple of days. Um, Wednesday, my transplant team decided sorry, I got hiccups. They wanted me to go to my local ER and get some X-rays to make sure that the my issues with deep breathing really were pleurisy. So I wound up, going to my local ER. I was there for about 5 hours. I should say they're usually really good and get me in and out pretty quickly, but the ER was definitely crowded, and I'm glad I was wearing my mask because we had some very, very sick people there. There were actually people vomiting in like bucket thingies and not very pretty. So I've actually made it a habit whenever I go to a hospital or clinic or even somewhere for my labs, I wear a mask because I really don't want to catch anything from anyone, and it can get a little scary. Um, so luckily, my X-rays showed I didn't have a pneumothorax or any other issues. So it is pleurisy. I'm still taking my antibiotic. Kind of the downside to it, it really makes me not hungry. Like I'm not hungry at all, but I'm extremely thirsty. So I've been downing water like crazy, and it's still not helping with my hydration. So I already talked to the transplant team. So far, they're not too concerned, and if there's no change on Monday, I'm supposed to give them a call back. Woohoo! Um, so obviously, with the port being, all cut up at the moment, um, I haven't been able to do as much as I normally do because I tend to work from home. There are some students that I go to see, but for the most part, I actually work out of my home, and oh man, I'm so glad half my students are on spring break right now because I have been like a lot of pain. I think some of the pain meds make my brain a little fuzzy, and then just having to do most things one handed because I can't lift my left arm up too high or else it hurts. I can't lift, much of anything because it hurts. And then, so yeah. And yesterday I did think that, oh, I could probably get my dogs washed. They're little. Um, our our little tiny terrier, she's actually really well behaved, and she helped me a lot. I told her to jump in the tub, and she hopped in. She stayed perfectly still for washing, and then as soon as I got her dried up, I told her she could get out, and she hopped out. So I didn't have to do any lifting of her, which was awesome. But just the act of washing her made me really sore. So I had to take a break and ice up and um, try to, prepare myself to do our other dog, who is very stubborn Lhasa Apso, and trying to make him get in the tub is more of a challenge. So, I was by the time I was done with him, I was absolutely spent. Um, and then, since I really can't do much and I'm having to take several breaks, I I'm a person who needs to keep busy in some way. So either I need to read. Sometimes I like to watch movies. Sometimes I watch movies and crochet or watch movies and sew. So I've been, trying to keep myself busy. I finished my blanket. I probably will show that off later. It's really soft. And then today I decided to use some of the leftover yarn and make myself a scarf. So really pretty. I just didn't bring it in here to show off. So I'll have to do that in a later episode because um, it's teal, and I love shades of teal. Actually, I love blue in general, but teal just is awesome. So I made myself a blanket for the first time in well over 10 years. I usually make stuff for everybody else and then maybe make something for myself. So, but I think that's pretty much it. Like I said, it's really sore. A lot of the bruising is coming to the surface now. So, and then the other thing, like ladies, uh, I'm having to wear a very supportive sports bra because regular bras are hurting, straps and stuff, they're rubbing up against it, and but I can't go braless because that hurts too. So I am wearing a very supportive sports bra that actually it's super comfortable, but it's kind of nice. But it's helping with the pain, so which is really nice. So ladies, if you ever have to have a port, more in that sort of tissue, a sports bra really helps. I've used them even when I had to access my port. Sports bras were just awesome. To one, you can tuck the tube in, and then two, it it was more comfortable, not a lot of rubbing or anything. So that part, kind of nice. Sorry, clearing my throat a lot today. And then unfortunately today's all rainy, so I can't even go outside and try to relax in some sunlight. So a little bit of a downer. Um, I think that's pretty much it. I did talk to my transplant coordinator today. She called to see how I was doing, which is pretty nice when they check on you. Um, Not a whole lot new to report there. We're just trying to figure out how to go about redoing the surgery because some of the scar tissue is a little too close to an artery, and um, so kind of got to carefully plan that out because you don't want to nick an artery. That's just really, really bad news. I don't I don't know how many of you know your science, but arteries, those are the ones that, you accidentally nick that and there's a lot of blood loss, and it's not pretty, and it can make something really simple turn into an emergency situation. Um so yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I've been having to just use a heating pad, um, and trying to take my antibiotics plus trying to take the appropriate painkillers. Right now, I think I'm down to half a tramadol, which is nice. Before it was like a full one, and it wasn't even lasting 3 hours. And then between my two tramadol doses, I can take Advil, which has been really helpful. But the most helpful thing, honestly, has been ice. So I'm kind of hoping my husband will. I asked him and too, but I'm hoping he'll remember to pick up an extra ice pack on the way home because we only have one, and I so then I have to put it in the freezer. But then when it's time that I can use it again, it's still not frozen. So kind of would be helpful to have two on hand. And the good news is too, he's because I've been exhausted and tired, and there's no way I can cook. Every lifting stuff is a little tough, so he's planning on picking up some Filipino food on the way home, which I'm looking forward to because um, that's one of my favorite cuisines. I I'm Mexican and I grew up eating Mexican food, so I love that. But I love Filipino food. My best friend growing up was Filipino, and honestly, that's some really good stuff there. And then one of my other favorite cuisines is Italian. I think it's because they all use very similar spices, but in different ways, and everything just tastes amazing. So and the good thing is too, like with all of this going on, I actually made a huge batch of chili verde, so I've been eating that, and so I'm getting like all kinds of nice spicy food in me right now. But I think that's about it. It is, like I said, oops, sorry, Leia. It's important to just try to keep busy or find a way to keep yourself busy because boredom can just be awful. And so find some good boredom killers. Like I said, I've been crocheting. Kind of thinking of maybe trying to finish up some curtains over here if I have the energy and go from there. And hopefully this weekend I'll feel a lot better because tomorrow is our library has a book sale, and honestly, you can get some awesome books for $2 or less, and I'm a huge book addict, so I'm hoping that I'll feel, okay enough to go there because that's kind of a nice little date where we can come back with all kinds of books and then finding more excuses to just sit down and read. So that's kind of everything in a nutshell, and hopefully, like I said, I'll be feeling a lot better pretty soon and get things back to normal because it would be kind of nice. And so I hope that you guys have a great Friday. Not sure if I'm going to post anything this weekend, so if I don't, have an awesome weekend. Uh, anyways, ha- bye, and again, hope you guys have an awesome day.